Welcome to the Seven Crosses series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we are picking up the series on the 12th of November 1970. And before we get into the actual gameplay, big thank you for your comments and feedback. As usual, you guys give me so much to think about. Now, somebody did suggest I put some distribution offices over here, and I think that was a very shrewd option, because what we're going to need to do is get all the crops down from this area, because you can see at the moment we're harvesting really well, and this vault is nearly full up. For what we're going to end up with is a little bit of an excess in this area, which means we're probably going to lose crops, but I've got an idea as to how to deal with that. Now, I did get another comment related to the slaughterhouse up here. Someone pointed out that the vanilla slaughterhouse is pretty efficient. It's just got this capacity issue, and I do agree with their opinion, because it doesn't take much to build one of these. But as I said in the previous video, getting enough livestock into here can be a little bit difficult. And I'll be completely honest that in this series I'm really starting to move away from the idea of a centralized meat production area, more towards localized meat production. And that's the reason why I went for the modded slaughterhouse here, simply because that's got more factory connections. But what was said though is the default slaughterhouse can be pretty useful when things are going okay. However, probably the best way to illustrate it is the fact that this meat production area here is just going to supply Foodville, Nikomo here, and Colville, and possibly a new town out here where we're going to be moving towards getting in some more coal supply. So with that out of the way, we better get down into the gameplay. And I do have a little bit of a dilemma, because when I came in and I was checking the game prior to starting the recording, I clicked on this construction office. It says here, excavators, bulldozers and cranes are allowed to purchase only if a helicopter with a capacity is present. And what I did is I went into Steam, and I see that there's been changes to the extended construction mod at the recommendation of the 3D developers, and I just wonder whether it's actually broken this construction office, because if I come in here, you see I can't buy any more vehicles here. And it also applies to the construction office down here, which is, I think, is also 32. But strangely, it doesn't affect the road building one that we've got here, which I think is a 16. So that's a 16. That's a 32. And I think the one up here is a 32. Now this is a 20. So it seems to affect the 20s and the 32s. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to conduct a little bit of an experiment, just to see whether that is just simply because there's been a change made to that mod, and it needs to be rebuilt. So what I'm going to do is we're going to come out here, and we're going to go to mod construction office, and I'm going to build a 20 out here. Hopefully, no, 3 excavators. Go completely green. I don't think that's going to happen, is it? Oh, we got it completely green out here. A little bit further out than I intended, but I think we're okay. I mean, I need a construction crew out here anyway, because I built this. So what we're just going to have is another one alongside it. And that out of the way, let's go down. I'm just going to show you the situation here with the power station. We just need now 5 tons of mechanical components here. And the problem we got at the moment was the steel's kind of being stolen by the construction train, so we're not really making any mechanical components. So what I'm very tempted to do is actually import some. I really need a small covered hole, if I can find one. But they're all busy at the moment. Let me just speed the game up a little bit. Could I pull one out from over here? Actually, I do have a problem over here as well. I think I just need to check something. Oh, we got food over here. That's good. I just want to check this distribution office just to make sure he's not. Yeah, I had a feeling he was not picking up in the right place. We're just going to change you to 90%, get you off of that food corner. I think it's the corner market here. Just remove that. Yeah, he's down to 3 tons at the moment. Yeah, things are a little bit icky there. Just wondering whether we need another covered hole here just to get that food supply up. Trouble is I don't have a lot of money, but I really feel that we got a spare one here. So I think what we're going to do at the moment is we're just going to send you to there, because we are in November and this area is being well cleared out, but we do have the surplus up here, and I'm pretty sure we're going to lose some crops in this area. But as I say, I do have a solution for that. I'm just a little bit worried about the food supply in this area. We've got 21 tons of clothes in there. I think what I am going to do is send this guy to here. I think we can just go on general deliveries now. Though we're going to need to change this. We'll set this up to pick up clothes from this area here. The clothes factory. Yeah. And you can just pick up clothes. How is my clothes factory? Well, here comes the winter. Last chance to buy. These trucks are all returned, so what we're going to do is you give deliveries. You're there. And I still haven't really fixed the problem with mechanical components. He's still waiting for 5.1. And I really would like to get that coal-fired power station up and running in this part. I think what we're going to have to do is buy a covered hole. Now, I don't really want to go for the full kind of 10-ton bit, because I'm pretty sure that over here, yeah, I mean, this has only got the maximum capacity of 5 tons. Let me just see. What I'm looking for is something that can... I don't want 6 tons of mechanical components. I want the top capacity of the truck to be lower than the actual... You see, this is 3.5 tons. I think we'll buy him. And he's not particularly that fast, but I think we can live with that. Your job is just to go over and... Where is it? Deliver to there. He will deliver the mechanical components to this factory. This will get picked up, and then hopefully we will have enough mechanical components to complete the power station here. I think that would be a really big win to get that done. Of course, when that finishes, we're going to have to need the what we call it's from here to actually supply the coal. What we're going to also need to do is just build through here. Let me just check. Just have a little quick check. I think these guys have got enough to keep them busy. How about you? We've got a few. I think I would like to just to add to their grief. We're gonna. We're in winter. I just want to add that as well. We're just going to spin up now and check the other construction office. How much work have you got? You've only got the distribution office blue. I'm not exactly too sure where that is. Nope, you've got no jobs at all. What am I on about? What I like to build out here. I think, well, we need to go for the heating plant, so maybe what else can we build? I think maybe we'll build one of those as well. These guys are still collecting the crops, but it's not going to be long now before this. In fact, they're all returning now. So what I'm going to do is come down here. I'm going to set you to, because I don't really have the money at the moment to finance these. So that's all set up. And of course, we've still got the 20 tons of livestock in here that needs to be turned into something real. Now, the fix I'm thinking about is a second biofuel plant, because at the moment this biofuel plant is struggling. I know it's got 80 tons in here, but it does seem to drop quite quickly. So what I'm thinking of is put another biofuel plant in, but where to put it and where can we get the power? Because I think if we put a biofuel up here, I've got a feeling he's going to be out of range of the... We'd have to put power lines in over here, but then we're going to have to put power lines here anyway for this coal-fired heating. Although, to be honest, the way things are shaping up at the moment, I'm starting to wonder whether I actually need this, whether this is actually necessary now, because I don't really want to grow this area much bigger. Just have a look at the heating plants here. Although it is a little bit low. How are we doing? Was that... Well, we don't have any proper... We've got plenty of logs in here. I mean, I don't really want to make this any bigger. The question is, where can I put a biofuel plant in? I mean, we could put it over here, but kind of eating into these trees. Oh, we've got building construction. How about here? Let's see. We'd have to come in fairly close. Although we could go the opposite way, couldn't we? This need power. No workers, no power. Right, what we could do is put the biofuel plant here, and if I say, for argument's sake, we could run a power cable off here. We've got to supply power to here to make it work. Yeah, what we could do is just make this into a kind of little area here, which we could then deliver the crops to, which we can then produce the fuel. We could run a road across from here to here and then put it... Yeah, I think we could put it in this area here. With that, that's the road connection. I mean, that might work. We tuck it in there like that. Hopefully, why won't that play? Okay, we've got a connection there. We can connect that to there, and we can connect that. Well, we don't need that. That can just be a gravel road. And what I could do is this bit here, we can kind of turn this round, so we can probably get rid of you. Demolish building, and just remove that. Let me just accept the roads. So we got the distribution office there. There, we can put the biofuel there. And what we could do is put the... Not that, we have to go to mod storage. I'm just going to have to find the small storage tank. We put the storage tank about, say, about curving about there. What I can do then is come here. We'll just pick up the oil pipeline. There's building in the way. Okay, game. That's it. Bring it down a little bit like that, across from there and down to there. And what that means is that we can put the fuel pickup point here. This is where it tells me that the road isn't. Need a free excavator. Okay, thank you, game. I think we can make the connection there should we need it, even though it's down a little bit of a slope. In fact, just to make sure. Out that way. That's it. We can go in there. That will also give a little bit of a distance should the vehicles decide to queue up there. So we've now got that area there. And what we're going to need to do now is put in a power supply. Let me just see where the power connections are. Reach, look at that. Brilliant. If I can flatten that so I don't have to put too much of a road in. Well, we can get away actually with the road because it's going to be a mud road, isn't it? So if we put that there, sneak in. Obviously we got the excavator back again. And then what I should be able to do is, this shouldn't need that much power, so what we'll do is we'll just run. Cancel. That's because it's white. I think we can just run straight like that. And what we can do now is just build in this area here and see how things are going. We've got 342,000. Are you guys getting... Still not getting any deliveries of... I did press the button to release this guy, didn't I? But again, it is winter. Okay, where are you? Have you actually picked up? Where are you? We actually imported any... Well, we've imported some. I've got absolutely no idea where it's all gone. I think at the moment I'm quite happy just to import those mechanical components. And let's see. Okay, we're making progress, guys. We just need a 0.13 tons of mechanical components. And it looks like we've actually built this one in here as well. And I think what I'd like to do is... Are you finished? Okay, unfinished conveyor is actually on the Colville construction, and it actually needs workers on it to make it go. I think the problem is that all my cranes and that are caught up there. I think what I'd like to do is get Colville main construction on that as well. I think it's going to be quite important to get this actually built. Okay. And we got that area there. We've got our trucks coming in from here. Now, one thing I do want to do is I'm looking for a little truck here. There it is. I want to flip you because I think you're going to the wrong station, and you're not actually exporting anything at the moment. You're just running backwards and forwards looking a bit silly. So what I'm going to do is remove you, because what I'd like to do is, of course he's got to go back there because it's the first stop, but what I'd like to do is start exporting some food here because we got such a lot of crops and that. But I would like to start trying to use it up. I know it's a bit of a contradiction from the situation I was talking about now, because we've got this farm here and we've got lots and lots of stuff up here. The other thing I'm also considering is, just going to pause the game. We've got this office here. I'm going to put you back on auto search. Take off factory connections, conveyors, build. And we're going to push you up to 3,000. Because I think what I'd like to do is set a couple of dumpers up here just to assist with the road building program. So we're going to go gravel. I mean, looks like we also need some trees out here as well. It just looks like everything around here is getting a little bit sparse. Just trying to fill this in a little bit. Some trees. And just around here as well. I think I'd like to start with one dumper, I think. We're just going to buy just the one dumper. Yeah, I think just the one would do to start with. And your job is just to give an assist to what's going on up in this area. Because we got a few things going on here that are, what can you say, need to be built. Looks like this road's finished. Let me just see what other roads so we need a road. We can just actually we can just do this one in gravel because it's really only here for cosmetic purposes. So is this one really, isn't it? All the deliveries are going to come in there. I think we'll put you there and there. And ideally what I'd like to do is see what these guys are up to. Yeah, you've got a whole load of stuff that needs to be finished. Stop production. Who's stop production? What building's that? I wonder if we're getting a bit of a worker issue here. That's possible. Where is right? This guy gonna deliver? Right. I think this is our. You can go back to the depot now. I think we've probably given ourselves enough of a leg up with respect to mechanical components. I'm just a bit worried about the fact the money is not expanding. So that's something we do need to consider. Let's just see here. So you can see all the amount of crops I've got at the moment. I'm very tempted to hook one of these guys. Have you got anyone who's a bit low capacity? Let me pinch one from here. Just wonder if I can pinch a second one for the moment. I think I will. It's only 62 kilometers an hour. I'll just bring you over here. I think we're just going to increase our food exports to try and make some cash. Let me just see. Yeah, I mean, we've only shifted about 1 ton at the moment. We're just going to do that. Just get over and see how our power station is going. Oh, what's up with you? Right, we've now got the power station. What we need to do now is add you to that. Coal, 90%. We're going to have to prime this up a little bit now. And what we're probably going to need is extra workers as well, because I think we've got a micro bus here, but I don't think he's going to really hack it, isn't he? I think you're 12 out of 30. How many workers have I got down here? We've got loads of workers. I think what we need is another bus on this area now. Just come over here. Right. You. I'll get you to pick up from there. And there'll be another truck waiting in the queue to get out of the but we've got to really start thinking about doing something about this. And I'm gonna buy a bus. What am I looking for? Got a 32-seater here, 40-seater here. I think that 32-seater would be quite adequate. Now what I need is, so I'm pretty sure I've created a Colville heating bus there. You can get added to there, and just launch you. We can get the workers into here. Just make sure we got plenty of coal. Once we got plenty of coal in here, we'll start thinking about switching this on as our primary power supply. This is coming along really nicely. All we need now is 16 tons of steel, and we'll have that conveyor connected. So we got this problem with this construction office here, and we built this small kind of construction office complex out here, which is not fully connected yet. But I'm wondering, do I really want to build one here? I'm starting to think that I might need to move out that direction somehow. But maybe I need to hold off on that just at the moment. Because we're in January now, so where's the fuel going? Fuel is pretty good. And actually, it just occurred to me. Can I add a helipad to this? That's a cargo platform, isn't it? Can't do that. That's cargo. It'd be one of these, wouldn't it? Certainly wouldn't want that. It's not going to give me a connection to it, so. Now, of course, one area what I have been neglecting a little bit is here. We've now completed this. We've got this here. We've got our truck here that's kind of doing things. I've got carpenter's workshop here. So I would say it makes sense to start filling in that area there. I mean, if you've only got an unfinished conveyor, so which means I'd like to get that built. And possibly we'll get them working on that, because this doesn't need much steel. This is the cement silo. Oh, and I think maybe it's time we need to work on the steel mill. So I've kind of slightly overloaded this, but the steel mill is actually past its base construction point. It needs steel and bricks. So I think the next priority job has to be the steel mill, but I would like to increasingly get this online, because if we can get the board production going, that means we can effectively start picking up boards from here. And of course, if we can get the asphalt and concrete going, that will make life a little bit easier here as well, with respect to the what we call it. I mean, that will make life a bit easier with respect to pushing out this way. And the expansion this way will be the subject of the next video. What we got here? We've got the road here. This is 2.4 tons. I think I would like to add you to Colville main construction as well. That. And because what we'll probably do is we'll leave this construction the way it is, and then this one, if it works properly and I can allocate to it, what we'll do is we'll use this as a kind of a further advanced road. What we'll do is use this as a planning general purpose construction office. How's the population? Population's falling a little bit. What problems we got here? Why have we got food problems? Okay. Why are these guys? Gotta be delivering food. Got a feeling that we're not really getting the food over here fast enough, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna just borrow some more trucks from here, because I can't afford the food to be much of a problem. So I just want to check where that truck is. Where are you picking up food from? That's a good question. Como food and crops. Yeah, I think it just needs the extra capacity to get this through, because it's not like we got a shortage over here. I think we just need those extra trucks running out here to get this kind of up and running. I mean, to be honest, if we lose some population from here, I'm not too worried, because we do have a little bit of a surplus to make up with. It's just that we may have a little bit of a food crash here. Oh, I just love this game sometimes. I can't understand why all these trucks are kind of sat around doing nothing. You just obviously we were telling it not to deliver the food to here. So I had all these trucks and they were not doing anything. That's a bit of a fail there. So who is actually delivering the... Who was actually doing the delivery then? Okay, we got this guy here. So he... Oh, we've got a whole series of trucks here. Oh, these are all now for delivering. Oh, looks like we had a single truck doing the deliveries. Doing the heroic delivery. How much food do you carry? You carry 4.5 tons. I think what we can do is assign you to there as well and remove you. And then eventually we can pull, once we've got the food situation under control, we can pull some of those trucks back over to here, ready for the next summer season. Right, so I'm getting a bit distracted. Power station. That we are now cooking. So what we should be able to do now is stop importing power, which we're probably, yeah, we're still paying for power. We're gonna so that should make a difference now. Although what we're going to need to do is just check to make sure we're green all the way across here at the moment is good. And of course we should be green out here because this is the point closest to the power station. It's kind of fluctuating a little bit, but what that should do is now make a little bit of difference, because we should be exporting a little bit of power now. And once we got this built, we can start thinking about other things that goes on around here. We got that done now. Up here, we're just kind of in catch-up mode at the moment. It's assigned to this road. Knife Edge. We got the 2 construction offices running there. Oh, we got a fire. Oops. Where have we got a fire? This building is on fire. This could be a little bit risky. Here comes the fire crew. Nope. Guys, I don't really want to lose this construction of this distribution office. Do you think you could get down here? Oh, here they come. Here come the guys. And they just pull in. What's the happiness? Another fire saved. Right, let's just skip back to over here. Yep, we kind of getting things under control again now. But what we'll do is, there's 33 tons of food. I think we can afford to put 33 tons of food in here. To be honest, because we've got quite a lot of surplus up here. And I think having that amount in there will make a difference. Up to 400,000. We only got the 1 truck in here now. And I think what we'll do is, I just want to look at the covered hole options here. This one's way too small. So covered holes, because I must admit I'm torn between. See, this one's great, it carries 10 tons, but it's slow. What I'm kind of more interested in now is these, because they carry 2 tons less, but they're a lot quicker. And I'm just wondering, we just buy 1 of each. Put you back into here. Put you into there. Now, next, actually, we got that little covered hole down here, haven't we? Which I bought. How much capacity have you got? You can carry 3.5 tons of food. I think we've got a job for you. You can come up to there. Because what we'll do is this construction office here, distribution office, sorry, not construction, can start to supply the food and clothes to here. We're just never going to supply electronics to here, so we can go 6, maybe we'll drop that down to 4.8, 7.2 tons there. And once the vehicle's up here, we can set that supply route and we can fill that up with food. We're doing okay fuel wise. So we're kind of staying ahead with the food production. We've got 300 tons in here, so not a problem. Not a problem at all. And we still got 1,400 tons in here on the 24th of February. Of course, up here we've got 4,200 tons there. So really what we need to do is think a little bit about getting this area going. How are you? Right. You make a start on that. And can't you? You guys can start on that. I think we'll kind of try and give this a bit of priority, because I think if we can get this built up, what we can do is effectively get this, start using the crops to produce this, and even if we only get a limited amount of fuel from here, well, I mean, what we could do is split this a little bit. In fact, now I think I was considering shipping the fuel down here to a central deposit thinking about sending the fuel down to a single point of collection, but I don't think that's really worth the effort. I think I got a little bit behind with my road building here. I was hoping to get this finished. How are you? Yeah. Oh, you guys have got lots of stuff, so you. I just see electricity problem flash up then. New vehicle type available. Thank you. We'll take a look at you, but it whoops up. Electricity problem. Okay, what are we having in the way of electricity problems? So it looks like we're getting fluctuating power supplies. But I mean, there's no way this should be overloaded. I'm not seeing. Oh, that could be an issue. This is not up to the job, is it? What we need is another power connection feeding in from this side. Something with a bit more clout. Ooh, didn't think that would be a problem, but obviously it is. I mean, it's. I think the problem is the exportation, isn't it? It's causing that little bit of a fluctuation. Now, one way we can fix that is actually they do not export. Then we'll see if that will. Right, we need a stronger connection feeding in. Now we've got this here, but we've only got an underground cable here. Let me just see if I can. We may have to put in a duplicate power line. Problem is, I don't see a power connection here. I mean, this should be. What is this? Well, according to this, it should be drawing 13 megawatts. I'm sure that is a 13 megawatt line, which seems a little bit odd. So, okay, it looks like we might have a problem here with staffing. It's not related to coal. This is coming into here. And then what seems to be happening is this is drawing the power in from here, which is overloading this. So this is a bit of a false positive. Right, we're going to get a bit of an issue here. That means expanding out this way is going to be a bit of a problem. I think probably the one way to deal with this is, let me just see what the connections here are. We've only got the one power takeoff here, and we got that splitter there. My instinct is to, I want that. So we put a power connector there. And we're run a 15 megawatt back that way. That will feed into this side. And then what I'm going to do is run. It's going to be a long way, very, very long way to get this done, but I think we can plan it. And what we're going to do is we're going to run you to there. To about there. Bring that back. I can get you to about there. And then so just took you into there. Wow, it's 390,000. Need a lot of steel to do this, but and what that will do is give me a high capacity line over to here, which we can then connect through. I definitely think we're going to need another power station up there. So this will be our high capacity backbone, which will then feed down into this area here. Still feel that we could probably live with that bit flashing, so I'm gonna kind of push me luck a little bit. What we're gonna have to do is get this guy on building this. I think that's got to become fairly high priority, and of course we're going to need to build the other bits of infrastructure as well. This could really slow up my expansion. So we need that built and that built. Oh, I think these things are sent to try. Well, we're pretty close there. This just needs steel. We're just going to spin over. We're going to need power up in here. I don't think I've put power into this area. I understand why. Just don't think we're getting. Just check this heating bus route. Not exactly sure why that managed to flip to there. You come there. Hopefully that will fix it so that we're not picking up people and bringing them back. It's not like we got a shortage of workers over here. See, that will keep it going. We just want to take another quick look at this power line and to see if it's kind of pulsing. I'm pretty sure it's the steel mill that's causing the problem. That's the only building I can think of over here that's kind of producing stuff at irregular intervals. Like it produces like that and then it slows down again. Well, we're just gonna have to go with it and see. Well, we got money's piling up if nothing else. Of course, we're on the 30th of March and I need to replace. We'll just go over and check the food situation now. Right, we've got 25 tons of food here and we've got one of these parked up, so we're going to send you back to there. In fact, I think we're going to bring both of them back now. Is that full up now? Nope, we still need. I think we're going to empty you so that you can contribute to the overall process as well. I know I lost a little bit from close there, but what I'm going to do is spend a bit of money here now, replacing the trucks from here. Oh no, looks like this might actually be full. Really looking forward to this when it tells you how to set vehicles containers. So these guys are full. You're ready to go. You've got a little truck here. So this office here, you can, what I want you to do is pick up from the impossible place. You can pick up food, and we're going to pick up clothes from here. We only need the one truck to do the initial stocking, and you can pop off there 90%. And this one, I think, I'm aware that time's pushing on, but what I would like to do is just set up that second office, and for that we're going to need another covered hole, and I'm going to go for the faster guys. And you're going to come up here, and you're going to go in there. We'll just wait for him to come out. Yeah, so we're kind of getting through that food, but it's not as fast as I was hoping it would. We built that. It's just waiting for the necessary. Let me just go back over and check. I think what we may have to do is call in reinforcements from over here, because I don't think these guys have got exactly that much to do. Though I must admit, I would like to start asphalting out here a little bit. I think we're going to call in the reinforcements here. I know it's a long way for them to come, but I think we assign you to there and there. What that should do is effectively give me the vehicles to do that. And what do we need built out here? Don't need that built. That built. You can give an assist on that as well, because I've got a feeling that's a bit stuck. Of course, once this is finished, we can put the roads in here. No, connection doesn't exist. What's going on here? So we need to get this finished as well. You can give a support to there and there, so that we can keep building in these road connections here. This guy's here. Yeah, going to pick up crops, and you could drop off there. Actually, we need to get that back online as well, but to do that we're going to need the power connection as well. You can drop off here. And you can unload there. And your job is going to be to always keep these things full at 90%. You can come here, 90%. Do I want to drop off the alcohol thing? I think at the moment I'm just going to be quite happy, because we've only got the one truck. And then eventually he can, once this is built, we can start filling up this warehouse with the necessary as well. So we're just going to start with that, and then we can expand it later on. In fact, I think what we're going to do is get a second up here, covered hole, and just get two more. And you can come out and go in there as well. And what that means is I know they're only carrying 8 tons, but because this is a nice asphalted road through here, what we should do is when it's important, they should be up here picking up all these crops and bringing them down and keeping things going. Actually, the one thing I have forgotten to build up here is a technical office as well. We're just going to actually no. It's the roads. Where are you? Technical services. This is going to be quite a big area, so I think we can just tuck you in about there. And of course we're going to have to find you to Knife Edge and that as well. Instructions will be missing. Okay. Probably because it's such a short distance, it's probably needs the assist from here with respect to a workforce, probably. Helicopter doesn't have any landing point. Interesting. So I can't assign it, so it thinks that that is a helicopter landing point. Interesting. Can I assign... Let me just see. So I can no longer assign to short distance roads. That could be an issue. But these guys, yeah, they're kind of busy, but eventually they will get back to these footpaths, which is great. These guys are filling in footpaths left, right and centre. So up here we've got everything done except the heating plant. But as I say, our priority's got to be more in this area now. Just see what you guys have got assigned to. I want you assigned to that and that and that. And of course we also need get assigned to here. I know I'm dumping very much on these again, but of course there's got to be a power cable in here somewhere. Actually, we're bringing Colville up support for that, because they probably haven't got that much to do. Still's going to be the issue. How's the workforce in here? So, kind of thinking. Actually, I just thought, Colville hit the bus. Can we turn on the line spacing? That might help as well, because it would mean that these vehicles should be kind of spacing out a little bit. I mean, the alternatives is we could build a bus platform over here that might kind of improve that a little bit. I don't think they can walk that far, can they? I think what we're probably going to need to do is out here is build a second bus station. Probably a small one about here, which we can use to, then we can change the route to here, make it shorter. In fact, I'm kind of thinking that that might be a good idea. So we can drop that on this corner here, say about like that. I don't really want to build the electronic roads again. And, just hook you through there. That should get picked up automatically. In fact, how many jobs have I dumped on you now? Got, I think we're just going to dump it. Just noticed I haven't built in the footpaths here either. Okay. We'll just connect you up there. Connect you there to there. You to there, to there, to there. You can come out to there, to there, to there. You can go to there, to there. I think that connects them all up. You can put one there, one there. What we'll do is we'll get the guys out here to connect all them up. And how are we doing here? Okay, I've just noticed that the time is pushing on, so we'll just have a quick run round and see what's going on. So the steel mill is coming along quite nicely. We do need to start building these conveyors in and the support here. This is the silo here is coming along pretty well, and yeah, but we got a problem again with mechanisms, so I'm probably going to need to let everyone catch up a little bit now. Yeah, so looks, see, the line spacing has made a difference now. We should be able to get this running a nice steady capability. I wonder if that is actually going to improve the I think that's got rid of the power fluctuations, because it should keep a full famous last words. So we're still getting the occasional little drop out power fluctuation here. Our new biofuel area is coming together quite quickly. Of course, we still need to keep working on this area out here and filling this in, so we got meat production, but that's not the highest priority. We are aggressively pulling the crops out of here, which is good. I'm a bit confused over, well, that was the gas station, but so I was a bit confused over why this was why there was dumpers coming into there, but that explains it. How is the fuel situation? Well, I think we're getting a little bit down the bottom now, so I think that goes to show that we really do need that other biofuel plant up and running. And because obviously they've got more vehicles running around here now doing things. How we got here, we still got over 1,000 tons in here, which means that if we don't use this up in the next cycle, we'll probably have a bit of a storage problem here as well. Case of overproduction at the moment, but I'm happy with overproduction over lower production. We got plenty of cement in here, which means that we can then start thinking about distributing the cement out to here, so that we can get our concrete and asphalt plant running out here, which will certainly help drive the overall process. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.